What's your name and where you're currently based?
My name is Chandana Pudagunta, and I'm based in the United States.
Beautiful. So prior to joining WCA, what would you say was the biggest challenge or biggest problem in your life, and how is that affecting you?
The biggest challenge in my life, there's been more than one, I would say. I think what brought me to LMA and Tim were some challenges in my nuclear family with my parents and my sister. And that was at a time where we were still in the pandemic, and it was just, I was seeking support where I could, but this was such an interesting and eye-opening opportunity to just start to get exposed to LMA and Tim, and I felt like some level of shift. And then with WCA, I was curious about it back in 2021 when I first learned about LMA. I did the interview. I wasn't really convinced myself that I could do it. I didn't get the invitation to come. Then I stayed in touch with LMA, came back to it in 2023, did more of the fast tracks. That started to become a thing. And I said, what the hell, I'm gonna try for the WCA again. And I really wanted to experience it. I wanted to experience the in-person aspect of what we've been hearing Tim talk about and what we've been learning, and just have that in the physical body experience and really feel some sort of shift. So for me, the original biggest challenge was with my family. I also feel some challenges with a connection to my profession and trying to find more alignment and what is my purpose and what do I really want to do. So those are a lot of things that come to mind.
Thank you for sharing that. That's actually very interesting to know, because people do reapply all the time, and it's interesting to actually know what's going through your mind as you're doing the second time. So now you made it here. You're
Yes.
WCA. So what would you say made you the happiest or maybe surprised you the most about being here?
What made me happiest and surprised me the most, what surprised me the most about being at WCA was thinking that I gave it my all in one of the exercises, and I really gave it what I thought was my all. And what made me happy was having another opportunity with an exercise the following day, and to be able to break through with that exercise and have that feeling of what it is to break the threshold and reach the top of the mountaintop.
So that's what I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask, what was the biggest breakthrough? So you kind of mentioned it now, but why was it the biggest breakthrough for you? Like, what was it about that experience? Because we all saw it, we all witnessed it. What was about that experience that made it a breakthrough moment for you?
What made it a breakthrough moment for me was overcoming a lot of resistance. I was giving it my all and starting to lose my voice, and I was feeling I don't have anything very good to say, and what am I going to do up there? Other people are so amazing. What do I have to say? And then I just dug deep. We did a recommitment, and I dug deep and put my hand up again and just said, I'll figure it out when I'm up there. And then I just kept going. So I didn't give up. And ultimately, I felt that, I did break through.
And we all felt, and that was so beautiful, especially because yours was like day 2. We could feel like you were like 90. There was 99.
Yes.
And then the next day, like you could just hear it in your voice, and that was honestly like the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced.
Thank you, Toma.
So thank you for showing that to all of us. So for people who are hearing you now, and some people maybe they are looking at you and they think, oh, good for her, you know, she was able to break through, but maybe they feel like they want the same, but they feel afraid. You know, they maybe would want to make WCA, but they feel scared, they don't feel deserving, or any lack mentality, all of those things. What would you say to that person that wants to do it, but they hold themselves back from making it happen?
They should just take a chance and give it a try. I think I learned a lot through LMA, but I'm already seeing the value in experiencing WCA in person. So take that leap of faith. Don't worry about things at home. Just come here, give it your best, give it your all. Really listen to what Tim and Toma and Liam are saying. They're here for us. They're looking out for us. And we just need to remember why we traveled so far and what we want to accomplish here.
So one last thing, and this is not a question, as a freestyler, what's the one message that you would like to leave everybody with? It can be either maybe your past self who was watching this video, or maybe it could be for your future self, just a little message that you just feel needs to come out of your heart.
Okay. So a message I think needs to come out of my heart is I've been holding myself back so much. I look for permission for so many things. I feel like there's always someone on my shoulder or behind me judging me, everything that I do and what decisions I make, choices I make. And it leaves me with so much anxiety, and I feel I'm stuck in anxiety and wasting so much time in anxiety. And I wanted to do something different to try and address that. Something different. I've been trying other things. A WCA was an opportunity to try something different, see if I feel a shift. I've already started to feel a shift, and I am just really enjoying this experience. And I think, you know, from my cultural background, being an Indian American, it can be very overwhelming. My choices of profession were engineer, physician, lawyer maybe, but that maybe was even looked down upon. So I feel I was not really having a choice from a young age about some really big life things. And I think, you know, this is helping me remind myself I can still have a choice, and I doesn't have to be perfect. I can figure it out.